Hello, my name is Russ Simon, and I am the host of a community on Skool called Stronger Over 40, which is a community that supports men and helps them to reclaim their strength, stamina, energy, clarity, confidence, and just feel alive again. This is day number 10 in our video series, so we're moving on to our 49 days. And one of the great things about these 49 days is between now, let's see, the 22nd, if you're viewing this on the day it's posting of October, through December 1st, you can join for free. You can bring a friend. We're looking for the founding 49. We are up to 29 members, I think, right now. This is what you'll see when you get to Skool. Let me just show you. Right now, if you use the link that I'm going to put in the description or my bio or wherever it happens to be that you find this on YouTube or social media, you'll land on an about page. Right now, it's showing me doing 49 pull-ups for my 49th birthday to, well, just celebrate my 49th birthday. My form wasn't great though, so I'm going to be doing a repentance post of 50 push-ups starting into my fifth or pull-ups starting into my 50th year. But yeah, this is what you'll see. Let me get that a little bit closer. And we want to welcome our new members. Yeah, we're up to 21 members since yesterday. So we've got Dennis and Gary who have joined us. Welcome, my friends. So good to have you and excited to uh, help you, support you, and get your support in the group as well. So again, if you're watching, stick around for just a moment. Let me tell you about the 2-minute rule. Wish I could do it in 2 minutes, but we're going to go into a little bit of detail here. So stick around. I'll try to pop some videos embedded in this one on YouTube so that you can catch that, or you can just go to Grow with Russ on YouTube to find me there. And as you go there, remember, bring a friend. It's free right now, so get in and let's get going and let's do it together. And remember, you got Halloween coming up, Thanksgiving coming up. You want to be ready for Christmas. We're going to hit two of those holidays during the free time. So we want to start dialing in. I've got 5 pillars within this framework, or 5 core things that we work on. It's recovery, really dialing in on your sleep, hydration, starting from the time we wake up because we've been dehydrating all night, moving into mindfulness, movement, and nutrition. So, if you could be dialed in any better on any one of those, this place is for you. We want to help you. We want to learn from you. All right, let's see. Yesterday, quick recap from where we were. Day 9 was on fiber. I brought in 2 prepackaged fiber foods from Costco that actually have really good fiber in them if you happen to pick these up. So we've got these almonds. They still got some of their husk on them, like that outside sheathing, which most almonds do. So that's good. And the fiber that we're getting in this one is 6 grams. So if we're shooting for between 30 to 40 and really going towards 40 so that we get in that range, you can see that's a good chunk right there. And then this one is actually really good. So if you choose to get some of your protein this way, you're going to get, man, is this thing 20 grams of protein, 21 grams of protein? And then you've got 10 grams of fiber. So really awesome there. Also, cool little fiber trick that helps when you're comparing carbs is the closer you can get in a 1-to-2 ratio. So 1 fiber for every 2 carbs, really great for a couple of reasons. One, they kind of cancel each other out. Those fibers really help. And let's see what that would be. Total carbs over here is 9 grams and 6 grams of fiber. Whoa, these are both just at or over that threshold. So really great. That's a bonus for yesterday's fiber. And if you missed that video, hey, go back and check it out. Figure out why you want to shoot for 40 grams of fiber. Oh, and if you did the tracking over the last 24 hours, I had about 43 grams of fiber that I was consuming just from my normal eating. You saw the apple yesterday. Had 2 bananas. Um, let's see what else. The peanuts that I had yesterday's. I had beans, legumes at dinner as part of that. I had rice as well. So throughout the day, I was just able to incorporate a lot of natural fiber through the whole foods that I was getting, both soluble and insoluble. Again, check out yesterday's video to get that. Here's a little screenshot. Oh, let's see here. That is not working nicely. A little screenshot from what we had on that one. You'll see a review there. We go through that whole thing to get it, and that is just going to bless your life, and you are going to have greater longevity and better weight control. Okay, today we are going to be talking about the 2-minute rule. if you happen to be a fan of James Clear, then you are going to already know a little bit about this, and let's see how we can incorporate it. Again, I want you to be thinking in the aspect of these five. One way that you could incorporate an action that you do that you want to create a habit when it comes to either your sleep, your recovery, your hydration, your mindfulness, your movement, or your nutrition. And I'm going to share an example here about flossing. So I always wanted to be a better flosser, and it actually wasn't until I read Atomic Habits a few years back that I figured out how to become a good flosser. And now I'm a very religious flosser, and my dental hygienist is very grateful for that. And in fact, man, I used to ask my dental hygienist, hey, will you just tell me the horror stories that can happen just from not flossing, just to try to scare me into it? Did not work, but I knew I wanted to do it. But I'll tell you the story of how this happened. And what we are really trying to do is we're trying to get the easy button going on. You guys remember this guy from Little Staples? Let's see if we can hear it. It's easy. I don't know if that came across, but that's the easy button. And what we want to do is we want to take the actions that we're trying to incorporate into the identity that we are claiming every single day. And we want to remove as much friction as we can to make it as easy as possible to accomplish those tasks. So that in the long run, it does become a habit and it actually just becomes a part of our lifestyle. And then we're like, why wouldn't I do that? That's just a part of who I am. So I did a video on identity as well. If you didn't see that, look that one up because really everything comes to the core of identity. And all five of those will be decisions that you make based on the identity that you assume. So if you're living off a past identity or even your present identity, that's what got you here. That's where you're at. That's why you're here. And that's why you're looking for help. We're going to look at a future identity, cast that vision, create that picture, assume it. We're going to claim it every single day. We're going to start that way. And here's what's going to happen. Let me bring this in a little bit more for us. Okay. So the 2-minute rule simply states this. Here's the rule. When you start a new habit, it should take you less than 2 minutes to do. Now, James Clear gives a hat tip, like a little nod to David Allen in his book, Getting Things Done. David Allen talks about that. He's like, if you could get it done in 2 minutes, just do it, right? We want to close that loop and move on. And so that's where he got that idea from. Great book there as well with Getting Things Done. And one of the quotes that I really like, and I've noticed is true for me, is it's the start that stops most people. And a lot of times it's just like, just seems like too much. I'm not even sure how to get started. And that's what I really love about this 2-minute rule when it comes down to it, because it's more about showing up to just get the start. And then it's about starting a gateway habit to be able to really incorporate this and make it a part of our lifestyle. So, how did I do this? How did I make it part of my identity? I'm a person of health and wellness. And I knew, again, if you have never Googled what are some of the like side effects that can happen from not flossing, it's not just your mouth. It really affects all your innards. So if you need a little reasoning, a little reason of why to be flossing other than just have nice teeth and good breath, there are a lot deeper, better reasons to do that. Quick little Google search, give it to you. Okay, but here's the story I want to tell you, and then I'll come back to that. So for flossing, it was just the little things that were getting in the way, but they added up to make friction. So, for example, just grabbing the floss, getting it out, ripping it off, putting it around my fingers, getting my fingers in my mouth, trying to navigate everything. I could tell it was just not something I enjoyed doing. It wasn't something I wanted to do, but I did want to floss. So I was walking in Costco one day, as you can tell, I like Costco. I was walking in Costco one day, saw these little flosser guys, and I was like, and I had just been reading Atomic Habits, and bing, I thought about it. I was like, I could do that. I could try these out and see if this makes the difference from the things that I don't like about the flossing experience and see how long it takes me to do it. So I grabbed the Mondo pack, right? And I'm still working on still working on, well, no, I guess I bought another pack because I liked them so much. So what I did here is I just took something that would break down that friction and make it easy for me, and then I put it out where I could see it. So I put one out in the evening for the morning, and so I'd have one in the morning and in the evening. So I just put it out with my contacts all ready to go. So I see it, I get going, and I literally looked at the clock. I have a little clock on the next to the faucet. So I just start flossing, going through, and easily under 2 minutes could I get this flossing done. And again, it took out all the weird friction that I was creating for myself. To this day, I still don't like getting out the floss, getting it, ripping it, sticking my hands in my mouth. I just want to use this guy. and get it done. And this goes fast, it's convenient. I throw it away and I'm moving on. I put a new one out and I'm ready to go. So we will talk about that as well when it comes to habits is make it seen, right? We could stack habits, make it seen, make it easy. We'll we'll move on to that. But let's get back to this 2 minute rule for just a second. Again, when it comes to your identity and creating these habits, it's more about just showing up. So if it's something else, one example that James Clear uses is a client that he had who wanted to lose 100 pounds. This client would just like show up to the gym at first for just 5 minutes, just get into the habit of showing up. That's what we got to do. Just show up, fill your water bottle, get your alarm ready, put out your gratitude journal, um, have some whole foods ready to go in the morning, get your protein set, have your shoes out. I'm trying to think along the things that we do, but just show up and then just try 2 minutes. This person did 5 minutes, a little bit different, but they were just showing up. And then eventually they were like, well, I'm here anyway. I might as well do it. And really, again, it's all about that identity. I am a person of, or I am, you just fill that in, but stick with I am. That is powerful. Those are two powerful words for you to say. I am a person of health and wellness. I'm a person of persistence. I love that. I was with one of our Stronger Over 50 brothers today, helping him work through some stuff. And that was the phrase that I wanted to use with him was, I'm a person of persistence. And then we just want to create these gateway habits. Just make it automatic. Here we're going. So from atomic, small, that's what he's really talking about. Not like, he's talking about small to automatic. And every time we do that, let's see if you can see that down here. We want to hit that something is better than nothing. And what we're doing is casting a vote for ourselves. Again, go back to that identity video. We always want to be casting a vote for ourselves to say, when I do this, that reflects the person I am. Not the person I'm trying to be, but the person I am. And in that video, one of the things you'll see is we go from having the approach to life of when I have this, then I'll be able to do these things, then I'll be that person. Or when I do these things, then I'll be that person, I'll have those. We want to start with the be. I am this person. When I be this person right now, then I do the things that that person does. It's just natural. That's just who I am. And then I get those results. Law of the harvest, law of, Newton's third law, right? Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. And karma, what you pick the philosophy that you want, but that's exactly what's manifesting there. So whatever it is that you're trying to dial in, I want you to think, how could you break that down to 2 minutes or less, and then just get started. Start showing up, make it your gateway habit, cast a vote for yourself day after day, and then as you're going, just automatize it. Make it part of you and who you are. All right. Before we get, so challenge. I guess that will be the challenge that I want to leave with you, which is this. Yeah, choose one thing and over the next 24 hours, figure out how you can do that in 2 minutes or less, even if it's just the showing up. Maybe you don't get it done. I can floss in 2 minutes or less, but if I couldn't, I'd at least get started and that would get me going right there. And then you can figure out the other frictions that you can take out. So the reason I pivoted over here is again, my call to action. I want to invite you to become a part of our Skool community. So look for Stronger Over 40 or find the links that I'll be placing in the video description, social media, wherever you happen to find this. Remember, Skool is always more fun with friends. So bring a friend, help them out, be accountability partners, and then as you move forward together, you can help each other out. You'll help the community out, and the community is there to help you as well. And of course, I'm always there. So I hope you'll join us. We've got some great calls coming up. In fact, today's Wednesday. We got one tomorrow, our synergy call. So join quickly, get in the synergy session, and let's figure out how we can help you and how you can help us to be our best selves and just become people of health and wellness. All right, let's get stronger, my friends. And until next time, when we get video 11, go work on that 2 minute habit, 2 minute rule.